Okay people, let's review my next issue that I picked up of the new 52 from DC, Suicide Squad. What the fuck? I'm having to miss... excuse me. I'm having to miss Gotham City Sirens for this. Seriously? Oh. Okay, let's start with the good points. It was actually a good way to introduce the characters. It's an immediately tense situation, so it doesn't need story build-up. And actually introduces the characters well and their abilities and motifs without seeming clunky, like what I mentioned in my review of Stormwatch #1. But at the same time, what the fuck have they done to Harley Quinn? Sorry, I've got a sore throat. It's kind of holding back my nerd rage. Seriously, it's bad enough that they got to addressing like a juggalo stripper thing, which really isn't her personality. Her personality now isn't her personality. She's got this whole deranged, happy psychopath. She's the Joker with tits now. And that isn't Harley Quinn. That's not her at all. Harley Quinn is this, not man-child, woman-child person. She herself isn't that vicious. She's not a genuinely nasty person. It's just the Joker makes that the way because she's so enamoured, so in love, so blinded by the Joker that she will do whatever it takes to please him. She doesn't, whenever she's away from him, she doesn't act like a villain. She's just incredibly stupid and lovelorn. Most of the time she acts not innocent, but again, in an extremely childlike manner. And they just don't capture that here. That was part of her charm. She was a very complex character that way. Here she's just, as I said, the Joker with tits. You know, laughing off, you know, being electrocuted and that like it's nothing. Yeah, it's just, this is really what I was afraid of. They really don't understand her. Second big grievance. What the fuck have they done to Amanda Walters? Seriously, now she's this skinny young thing? Oh god. You know, considering DC's been piping this out as they're having more diversity, they sure are making people look the same. Well, I mean, why did they have to redesign Amanda Walter? Why the hell did they have to make her a skinny young thing? Amanda Walter was brilliant. She wasn't physically capable or physically imposing like other people. She was, you know, a dumpy mother type that held her position and her place in the world with her sheer force of impressive will. She was a respectable character, and now they've just turned her into what looks like a secretary. Yeah, so overall, there were technically good aspects about the storytelling. But there's only really one interesting character, which was the El Diablo character, who basically has remorse and is on the Suicide Squad to make up for it, basically. The rest of the characters, completely one-dimensional, completely, utterly meh. So yeah, I'm sorry, it's just 2 out of 5. No, don't pick this up. Okay, time for my review of Green Arrow #1. I actually like this book. It doesn't go too much in the backstory of Oliver Queen, but it hints at it, and it really is a good jumping on point. It just shows a good setup for the character, the world and situation he operates in as, you know, the $1 million CEO, which seemed to litter DC's world. But yeah, he's a CEO who's decided to take the rules into his own hands and uses his money and wealth to do it. Just is a good introduction for the character. I mean, the character himself is the standard Batman model, but the villains were good. Having the villains not be true super villains, but happy slappers with powers. Basically, they're not in it for the money, the revenge, or any good reason. They're in it to gain fame and notoriety. They're essentially villainous reality TV stars, which is a good concept in this day and age, which I liked. So I will be picking up issue 2, and I will be looking at it further. Okay, all in all, it's a competent book, good villains, and it doesn't go back into Oliver's Queen's backstory, but I feel it doesn't need to at this point. But it's interesting, so 3.5 out of 5.